If you've been wanting to build a website for the longest time, either for yourself or for your business, or you've been tasked with getting a website designed for your company and you have absolutely no idea where to get started, this video is for you. More often than not, I have clients coming to our agency looking for a website, but with a very vague idea of what they want from a website. They would generally just say, build me a website. And as much as that enthusiasm is amazing, it gives us very little to work with, and it's not necessarily what us as website designers need in order to build you an effective and functional website. And of course, I don't blame you if you have never done a website before in your life and you have no idea where to get started, then it is quite difficult to expect you to know what you need from a website. That's why with every single client project that we get started with, we provide them a website requirements document. This document serves as a blueprint to help us understand exactly who they are, what their mission is, who they serve, and what their unique requirements are from a website. And this completely avoids website redesigns, expectations not being met, and confusion throughout the project or maybe afterwards. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through and give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what we have in our website requirements document. And to help you out, we have a free downloadable link in the description box below. So you can download this and use this website requirements document to either build a website for yourself or provide it to your website designer so that they know exactly what to do to help you out and build an actual functional website that will help with your business needs. Right, so let's back up a little bit. What is a website requirements document? A website requirements document is an essential first step to getting a website built. Its main purpose is to be a very comprehensive outline of exactly what is needed from the website. And if used correctly, your website requirements document will do two things. Number one, it will help you clarify and gain so much clarity around who you are, what you do, and exactly what you need from a website. And then number two, it helps you effectively communicate that to the designer. It also opens up some discussions. So if your designer is unclear about any of the points in the requirements document, you can talk about it and smooth those out. Okay, so with that being said, let's have a look at what is actually included in our website requirements document. Number one, we start with outlining a very clear goal and purpose for the website. Like I said in the very beginning, just build me a website is not an effective way to go about getting a website done. You need to know and understand exactly what this website is, what it is communicating, who it is for, and exactly what you want your website visitors to do the moment they land on your website. All of these answers will really help us as the website designers determine which plugins, which features, and exactly how the flow of the website should be. You shouldn't just build a website just to have a website or just to have online presence. Online presence is very important, but your website should serve as a tool to help you reach all of your business goals. So once you have established exactly what the main goal and purpose of the website is, we can move into step number two, which is defining your audience. Of course, as the business owner, the website owner, or the person that works in the company that needs a website, you know exactly who your target audience is, but you will also know that your target audience is always changing. And this process of defining who your target audience is an evolving process, and it's an ongoing process. If you are just starting out, you may have certain assumptions about who your target audience is, but as your business grows and as you start working with more and more clients, or you have more and more people coming to your business purchasing from you, that will change and that will evolve over time. And now, once we know what the purpose of the website is, who we are targeting, we've identified number one and number two on our website requirements documents, we now move into step number three, which is determining what the technical requirements are from the website. Now, don't worry if you are not a technical person, use your own language, but try and think about what the features are that you would need on the website. For example, you need a shop, you need a blog. If you are selling a course, you need a course structures, a course functionality on the website. If you want to take in bookings, you need a booking system on the website. You as the business owner or the client understands your business and your audience the best. So you can put down as much information as possible, and every single detail will be helpful to your website designer. So when you get to the stage where you are determining what features you need for the website, here are 6 things that I recommend you think about. Number 1, functionality, site accessibility, integrations, site search, site styles, and analytics. We then move into step number 4, which then determines the content needed on the website. Define content requirements. Detailing exactly what type of content you want on the website really helps us as website designers to create that space for the content, but to also keep that in mind when we are creating your customer site map and your wireframes, which we'll get into later. So again, if you can provide as much information as possible, that would be great. But again, if you are just starting out and you have no idea what type of content you need on the website, here is a 4-point checklist for you. Number 1, think of the type of pages you would need on your website to help reach your unique business goals. Step 2, look at each one of those pages and decide what type of content you would need on that page. For example, if you have an about page, but you really want to be booked for future speaking gigs and things like that. Step 3, now that you have your pages, you know what content needs to be on every page. Think of the type of visual content you would need for every page, for every section, to go with the type of content and the copy that you have for those pages. And then step number 4, think of any interactive elements that you would need on your website. This doesn't necessarily have to be animations on the site, but it has to be something that your client or your website visitor physically interacts with on the website. So that is either through a booking portal, a shop, things like that. And then our final step is website wireframes and site maps. Now, this is an optional step. If you are working with a website designer, they will typically handle the wireframing and the site map creation. But if you are designing your website yourself, this is how you can do that. So let's first look at wireframing. What is a wireframe? Wireframes are simple sketches of what you want your homepage or your website pages to look like. These will include what type of sections you need and just give a very rough visual of what you need from your website. Now, like I said, it is a very rough sketch, so it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Sometimes I even just use my iPad and just create a quick little sketch using GoodNotes. I love it, and it gives me a very good idea of exactly what I want. I get everything that's in my head out onto quote unquote paper, and I then use that to then develop the actual prototypes or just go straight into a website design and start building. And then a site map is a diagram, typically, where it basically just outlines all of the pages on your website, as well as which section is needed on every single page. So you can go into way more detail here, but again, it doesn't have to be too detailed or too detail orientated. But this will basically help serve as a foundation and show you exactly how your clients will navigate and go through your entire website, what the customer journey is on your website. And again, this is an optional step. If you are working with a website designer, they will handle this and they will present it to you so that you understand exactly what the flow is of your website and how everything works. But again, if you have an idea of the type of content and the sections you want on every page, providing as much information to your designer as possible is always good, even if it just opens up the room for discussion or clarification on certain things. And there you have it. That is a quick look into our website requirements document. As promised, you can find the link in the description box below.